The medium really is the message. Unfortunately, this is what's happening to people nowadays when they're exposing themselves to the internet, to TV, to the media. But we are so much more than what we hear on the news every night. My father, as energetic and brilliant as he was, had to watch the national news every night. And my poor mother had to have dinner finished like at 10 of 7 every night. And he would go without dessert if it wasn't there, right? Because at 10 of 7, he would get up from the table, go into the living room, sit in the chair across from the TV with the remote, and turn on, in those days, the national news on ABC, NBC, or CBS. And this really energetic man would sit down, and I would watch from the back of the living room, so I would just see his back, and the news would start. And funny how they always put the most horrific negative story first on the news, right? Or on the cover of the paper or whatever, right? And so I would watch Dad slowly start to slump in his chair, right? And the first commercial, you know, he would try to pick himself up, and then it would come back with even more horrific stories. By the end of the 29-minute news broadcast, he could barely get up from the chair. And the rest of the evening, I would hear him in his study while he was reviewing scores on the piano or whatever, reading books. I would hear him go, you know, just sigh. Why? Because after watching 29 minutes of the news, he would get up with all of the world's problems on his shoulders. And I wish I knew what I know now, because I would say to him, and I'm going to say to you, you cannot prevent or change stuff that happens on the outside of you, like what you see on the news as an example. All you can do is choose how you manage that stuff within you. Don't become the stories you see on the news. Don't drop yourself down to the energy of some horrific parents that are trying to press all your buttons, right? Do your best to stay where you are, because if you drop down to where they are, then you're going to have to work doubly as hard to get back up to where you were, and that could take a while. I used to have passengers because I focused as a cruise director for close to 10 years. I think I told you. I don't remember if I mentioned this. Yeah. These people would pay a lot of money for exotic cruises. These are 2-week cruises, 3-week cruises, Asia. They would fly from the States. And if we had to miss some ports of call because of weather, I would have passengers right in my face saying, "Why? Why? You know, this is terrible. We wanted to see Singapore, damn it." You know, I mean, it was really ugly, the ugly American syndrome, right? So what do? I mean, look, us New Yorkers, we have it within our DNA that if somebody comes at us with something like that, we give it back double. But that's not going to help, right? Why would I do this? So what I did was, first of all, I would smile, right? Because that instantaneously, energetically on another level, counteracts negativity. And then I would say, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I'm so sorry that you feel this way. I can well understand if I were in your shoes, how you feel the way you do. Let me try to make it up to you, because I can't control the weather, but I can do some things to help you to feel better. When they saw that I cared and I wasn't going to be nasty at them because they were to me, that coming at situations positively, when those situations are negative, helps diffuse them. And I don't know if you've seen this. I saw this with a lot of passengers. They don't want to admit that you got to them. So they're still going to be nasty. But as they walk away, there's something within you that knows, I got to them. I got to them. And because you approached things from a different way, you flipped a negative into a positive, your next interaction with them might just go a little differently. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you resonated with it, please give the video a like. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date with all the motivation I will continue to share with you. Thank you.